Alberta just took a major step forward towards independence from Canada, but nobody seems to be talking about this. Am I the only one who sees it? Welcome to my channel, y'all. I hope you're having a great day. So what's this all about? Is Alberta taking another step forward towards separation? Or maybe it will just be easier if they take this step, which was already planned. I'll let you decide. But first, let's go to a National Post article that covers this story. And this is from the National Post. Alberta moves closer to creating optional provincial police force that could replace the RCMP. This is obviously from Edmonton, Alberta. Alberta's government is taking another step towards giving municipalities the option of ditching the RCMP in favor of a new provincial police service. Public Safety Minister Mike Ellis says an independent Alberta service could step in to help address concerns he's heard about the Mounties, staffing shortages, and rising costs. If passed, a proposed bill would mean a new agency must operate under a Crown corporation that would be at arm's length from the government. An extra $6 million has been set aside for the agency's leadership team, but Ellis says if the province shifts about $136 million in annual Alberta Sheriff's funding for police work, there could be little startup costs. Opposition NDP public safety critic Dave Shepherd says if hundreds of sheriffs are shifted to staff the new provincial police service, it raises questions about how the work they are currently doing will get done. The legislation, if passed, would also lay down the rules for a new overreaching Alberta Police Review Commission that would absorb the Alberta Serious Incident Response Team, known as ASIRT, to handle police oversight. Now you may be wondering, well, how does this equate to Alberta's taking one step forward to separation? Well, if they separate from Canada, they can no longer use the RCMP. And since the RCMP is currently the provincial police force, they need to change. They need to change somehow in the future. Having your own police force would accomplish this. And they've been working towards going to their own police service for decades. I worked in Alberta for over 15 years, and I can tell you there's been a strong push to replace the RCMP for as long as I worked there. And I left in 2002, so that was quite some time ago. Since I left, they created the Alberta Sheriff's Department. And the Alberta Sheriff's Department has been taking on more and more provincial police duties, such as highway patrol, and now they're even going down and working on the border. And that has traditionally been a federal policing duty that was taken on by the RCMP. So as you can see, they're taking on more and more duties as it is. And if they are allowed to compete and they start taking on municipal contracts, as well as taking on rural responsibilities within the province of Alberta, well, that kind of makes the RCMP irrelevant. And to work towards becoming an independent nation, well, Alberta would need this. They could eventually become the state police or the federal police if they remained independent. So as you can see, this could make separating from Canada a lot easier for Alberta. Now, was that the thought behind this? I can't say for sure, but considering all the talk that's going around recently, it does make one wonder. Now, I'd like to go to a CTV report where people are talking about pushback to this idea, and then we'll talk about it.
Province's proposal to establish a new provincial police force is getting some pushback. One advocacy organization says it's concerned about the Alberta Sheriff's Branch being split in half, while the union representing Alberta RCMP officers says a new provincial police service is unwanted and expensive. Here's Stephanie Thomas.
On Monday, the province announced Bill 49, a proposal to establish a new police service in Alberta. The move would absorb approximately 600 Alberta sheriffs, about half of the branch.
So it's almost like putting the cart before the horse.
While work is similar to other police agencies, some Alberta sheriff's duties are specialized in traffic safety, Alberta courts, on transit, and more recently at the border. One grassroots group says non-policing roles would be jeopardized and wants the province to provide clarity.
They do have special skill sets, highly trained. It's like when two brothers separate, right? There's always that feeling, of inadequacy.
The Alberta Union of Provincial Employees, which represents Alberta sheriffs, says a new provincial police force would need to improve working conditions and increase wages for sheriffs that merge. While the RCMP says, regardless of amendments to provincial law enforcement, it will collaborate. The union representing Mounties is opposed to the proposal.
I'm offended, but as a taxpayer, I'm deeply insulted that this government would consider wasting my tax dollars on such a fool's errand.
Criminologists say a new provincial force will likely incorporate specialized responsibilities of Alberta sheriffs.
It's very rare that a jurisdiction gets an opportunity for having a brand new police service and to shape it the way that they want.
In a statement, Alberta's public safety minister says there's an active search for a chief for the new police force, and staffing and recruitment will follow. Mike Ellis had no further comment about Alberta sheriffs because collective bargaining is underway.
Stephanie is outside McDougall Centre tonight. Stephanie, the National Police Federation, that's the union representing Alberta RCMP, say there are plenty of reasons that they shouldn't be replaced in some cases.
Right, Tara. I mean, they say that the basis for forming a new provincial police service was founded on data from 2021, well before the economic turmoil that we're seeing in today's current economic climate. Now, the NPF also points to surveys that it commissioned saying that a majority of respondents, especially in those rural communities that it serves, said that they were happy with the service they were receiving from the RCMP. And another survey that was commissioned by the University of Lethbridge says that only a quarter of Albertans who responded said they even wanted a new provincial police force. Tara.
Interesting. Okay, Stephanie, thank you.
Now, when I worked in Alberta, I knew plenty of people who swore up and down they would never respect a other police force other than the Mounties. Keep your hands off of the Mounties, they would say. Well, okay, I get that feeling. It's more emotional, though, than practical. And this does kind of look like it's a move towards independence. And this could just be independence from Ottawa, because creating your own police force does create a little bit of separation between Ottawa and Alberta. And considering all the conflict that's going on, that could be the motivation here. And that could be as far as it goes. But once it's done, it does make separating a lot easier. What do you think? Would a new Alberta provincial police be one step forward to separation? Could they eventually be the state police of Alberta if Alberta became a state of the United States? Or maybe even the federal police force if Alberta stayed an independent nation? Well, I'd like to know what you think about this. Put your comments down below. And while you're at it, please like this video, share with your friends and on social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video. Also, please join me on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, both on YouTube and Rumble, for my live stream, where you're invited to join in on the conversation. Next Thursday, however, I will be having a watch party for the English debate, so join in a little bit earlier to my live stream. Finally, if you wish to get your Canadian firearms license, I teach the required courses. So if you reside on Vancouver Island and you want to take a course from me, there are links in the show notes of this video to my website where you can sign up for one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.